Woohoo! Look where we are again. Hi, welcome to Smoky Mountain Lash Bees, where lashes led to bees. Today is March 20th, 2026, and I'm gonna start going through some of the beehives. We're getting ready for splits, grafting. Apple bloom right there on the end is going to get knocked down just a little bit in making a queenless starter. We're going to make this box again my queenless starter, which means we got to get the queen moved out of here in her colony. We're going to move her into the old turtle colony, and then I know at least going into honey hive up there by the garage. Pretty sure that they are no longer a functioning hive, so I want to go through that, make certain. Then we'll see what else we shall do. Splits will be after grafting. That'll be during the whole moving cells over, etc. But as we can see, apple bloom is very, very, very busy. So I want to get that colony knocked down just a little bit to help stem swarming desires. So we're going to utilize their great numbers to get the queenless starter going. So let's do this. Alright, let's go in here and see this colony. I know there's still bees at it. They weren't very big that first inspection. So we shall see what they are to now. Okay, still fairly small. We'll move them into the middle of this empty tin frame with food on either side and queen excluder, or not queen excluder, introducer to help them stay protected while they're still small. We're just going to carry these over and plop them down in. There's some brood. They're small, but they'll get there. Looks like this cold, they've dropped a lot of brood out in the bottom. Well, hopefully they still have a queen. Let's keep looking. Let's see, I did not see a queen. We may be queenless after all. Well, we may just be boostering this hive and making them the queenless starter. Or I'll just... to really go through the other frames real good. Just crazy since there's so few bees. But maybe they've gone queenless. Let's go over here and look and see. I swear the bees are always changing what I'm going to do. Always. This stand does not want to stay right there. So let's put you right here. See eggs. Yeah, there's eggs. I may just put them over here and let them see what they do. This one was a crazy one anyhow, but nah, I think this has gone to a queenless. Yeah, this has gone to a lane worker. This one's going to be a shakeout anyhow. And Pete Diddley. Okay, well these bees will be utilized in the queenless starter. I'll move them all back over and I'll move that brood back over, and we'll get some good though over as well. So I'm gonna go take these and shake them off down there, because I don't think you guys can see, but there's a gazillion eggs in a lot of those cells, and there's definitely no queen, no green dot queen walking around. Alright, let's get into apple bloom here and see what we can do to knock them down just a little bit. See some drones. This one's emerging out. I don't see a queen. Uh-oh. But we got queen cells started. That's what we didn't want. Don't want these, y'all. So I gotta go through all my hives. It's that time of year. That's all laid up. Just making certain the queen's not on here. I'll move this one over. It's got some good food. These are nice nurse bees, so these are going to go into the queenless starter. Just going to make certain she's not on here. and a queen cell. Knocking out all the queen cells here. This will be another good shake off. I'm leaving them this one because the next one's got a lot of caps, which will be good for the starter. The good Lord was protecting me because I just realized that my veil was not zipped up, and I just zipped it up. And this one's going to the queenless starter if she's not on here. Need to shake a whole lot of nurse bees, a whole lot of bees over to that box. Really knock this one down in the process. Queen, where are you? There she is. All right, we still have her. Good. I'm gonna do something to try to stem their desire to swarm between doing, right now doing the queenless. I'm also gonna go grab a honey super and queen excluder. All right, just to give them more space. I'm gonna give them this. It smells of honey to work on. Alright, pretty sure Honey's is a dead out. That it's just, what do you call it? Robbers in here. But we'll see if I'm wrong. I would like to be wrong. Now, to not waste all this sugar, I'm collecting it in one of my feeders. See, it acts like there's a colony in here, but last time we went through, there was no queen. Fine. There's bees, but there's no brood. So there's not a colony still in here. Yeah, there's no brood. So let's go shake them out over here at the queenless starter. Not gonna be able to do too much more because it's getting too windy. We're gonna go and see if we can see honey flowers because we've not seen her this year. Oh my word, the ant. Woo! Oh, glad you got this bee. I don't even know if I can grab this. I don't mind the bees, but I can't stand the ants. Oh, look at this. They know exactly where to go. They're running right down that corner of that hive. It's a satellite nest for these sugar ants. Goal for this year is to replace these boxes for this hive. Oh my gosh, it's lifting frames. No. Guess I'm gonna have to go from the top down. Maybe I'll see her in this top box, but it won't matter for right now. Oh, there she is. That's Honeyflower. Didn't get to see her last time. But there she is. She's looking good. Just need to make certain there's no queen cells in this colony. definitely ready to split too. Let's see how our Caroline queen is doing. She's in the Forbes box. Looks like a good amount of bees on top here right this second. She's a Red Dot 2023 queen, so she's an old gal. Looks like she's still about the size of a 5-frame nuke. I probably will eventually move her over into a 5-frame nuke so that I can populate this with a strong colony to hopefully make some honey. Food stores on that side. Nice thing of brood. Everything's laid up in the middle too. There's bees. I see bees emerging. Like I don't expect her to go past really the spring season, as old as she is. She's not going to be a honey producing colony, but she can provide frames to go in to like the mating nukes for just population to help with that. There she is. Get a queen cup? Seriously, y'all? I know you will get another queen, but not this way. Say hi to my 2023 queen, Caroline. She's still trucking away, working. Doing good for her old age. This is only about the equivalent of 1 full frame, so I'm going to say we got 1.5 frames of brood right now. This feels like a honey frame. And it is. So 1.5 frames of brood. We'll see where they go from there. See how Honey Cloud's doing. And there she is. The lovely honey cloud who's trying to be camera shy. Look at her go! Yay, honey cloud! Now what I'm gonna do, since she's on that frame, I'm gonna put her next to this empty frame. Maybe she'll go over to it and start laying. While we finish making certain there are no cells. Let's see if we can get one more inspection on this battery before it dies. Check this one really quick, but if I remember correctly, we were kind of able to rotate box basically. I don't remember on this one. I'd have to go back to my notes. Either that or we've lost this queen because they're really small. This was another 2025 queen, or 2023 queen, so I wouldn't be surprised to lose her, especially because of that cold snap we had. I still see eggs. Pretty sure I'm gonna move them down to a 5 frame. I may need to do that now if she's still here. I don't see her. They may have lost her in this cold snap. Oh no, she's right there. She's right here. But I am going to move them down to a 5 frame because they just acted off. There's honeycomb, but I am going to pull her from the honeycomb hive because she just seems a little small and off, smaller than what they were. I know we just had a really freak cold snap, but I think she's starting to slow down, so we're going to move her into a 5 frame and see what happens with her. Let me go get set up here. I'm just going to move them over. And then I'm going to take this box away so that they'll go into. Hopefully by moving that, they'll figure out this. I'm going to go get their inner lid. So now honeycomb becomes roselie. Alright, so she's now moved down into that smaller box. Her bees will figure it out. So recap, honey was no queen, dead out. Saw honey flower for the first time this year. Caroline's doing good. Cloud's doing good. Comb is now roselie. I just moved the equipment over for now. Apple Bloom's doing fantastic. Gave them an extra box, knocked them down by making the split, or not split, the starter hive. The nuke that was there, that queen was gone. So that made it easier for switching over. And for right now, I just moved because I don't have room, and it's all gonna go back out here pretty soon. I just moved this equipment for honey right there, as well as that top box from that one, and then move the comb box over here for now. And I'm going to call it a quits for today. Tomorrow I've got to paint equipment, but I will also be going into Sasquatch, Epirium, and Resurrection, because these two, Epirium and Resurrection, are some of my other strong hives. Sasquatch and Honey Cloud are about the same size, and then Caroline is that smaller, and Honeyflower is a good size. So about equal in size. Honeyflower, Epirian, Sasquatch is kind of the same as Honeycomb or Honey Cloud, and Sasquatch are about the same. Resurrection's pretty dang big, and of course Apple Bloom's pretty big. So it is what it is. It's not as great as I want it, but I am blessed with what God has given me, and I'm going to keep working what God has given me. And we've got 8 splits that we have to make, and I'm doing upwards of 9 queens in my mating nukes, because I have 3 three-way mating nukes, which that stand down there will become the mating nukes. That stand over there and this stand will hold nuke boxes that will be going out for sale. I need 8 minimum successful on this round, so I will try to make more than that. We just got to see what these gals build up to. I probably can get to 2 splits off from Apple Bloom. Probably can get 1 to 2 off from Resurrection, Epirian, maybe 1 off Sasquatch, don't know. 1 to 2 off from, so that's what, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I've got a potential for 8 straight up, but then I'm also going to be pulling a couple frames, obviously, to make each of the mating nukes as well. So we'll figure it out. Only the strong hives are getting split, obviously. Like Caroline won't be. I don't think Honey Cloud will be this round. I don't know about Sasquatch. Like I said, I got to go in and see. So it's always a process. They're not as strong as I wanted them to be, but we can get built up. And now that I've got them better top feeders, we did good on the mite treatments. We didn't do so well on the feeding this past year. So through the dirt, even with me leaving more honey on than I've ever left before. So I'm praying that this year will be a good nectar flow, and we can build back up to what we were. But we're not bad off either. So it's a balancing act. And like I said, I'm blessed with what God has given me, and we'll see what He leads us through in the 2026 season. Keep watching. God bless. I'll see y'all later. Bye.